Good morning. It is Jane. It is Friday the 28th, 29th. I spoke wrong. I do want to clear up this about my Knitcrate, about being upset, and I'll explain exactly why I was so upset about it. The retail price for the sock crate was $4.50 with the yarn and the package of Kool-Aid. The retail price of that Knitcrate membership box with 2 bare yarns, 2 packages of Kool-Aid was a total retail price of $9.75, and that's including the little post-it note. Now Knitcrate gets their yarn wholesale, sends it to their dyers to dye. They pay the dyers to dye, and yeah, that's why I'm upset. They could have easily thrown in extra yarn, extra packets of Kool-Aid. When I buy packets of Kool-Aid at the store, it's 25 cents per pack. That's why I am mostly upset. Secondly, I don't buy Knitcrate to dye my own yarn. I purchase my own yarn to dye when I want to dye. And I'm going to tell you that package of 4 hanks of yarn that I have, that I purchased to dye, cost me $12 plus $5 shipping. That's retail price. And it's superwash merino DK. So that's why I'm upset about the Knitcrate. I have no problem with dyeing my own yarn. I've done it many times over the past 15 years. What I'm upset about is that I purchased Knitcrate for them to do the dyeing, and for them to ship it to me already dyed. Now, they made a killing on this box this month for May. They absolutely made a killing on this box. That's all there is to it. They gave us I think it's 15% off coupon to go to the dyer supplier. And I've never had success with getting yarn from dyer supplier at all, ever, because they're always sold out. That's where a lot of people go to get their yarn to dye in mass. They get it at a different rate than what shows up there on that website, because they get it wholesale. That means it's cheaper. Okay? That's why I'm upset. The retail price was a bit ridiculous for them to just send 1 and 2 hanks in the membership. They should have included extra. Okay? That's it. I have no problem. I've seen creative grandmas. I'm thrilled that her and her granddaughter had a great time dyeing. I'll probably have a great time dyeing mine when I get to it. I'm just disappointed. That's all there is. Stop beating me over the bush about it. Okay? Please, stop. I did get some Happy Mail. I'm going to show you the Happy Mail. And I'm going to say this. I have no problem with the Jewish people. So whoever sent the little tract, thank you very much. I'll pass it on. If you're going to bother wasting your stamps for that, please don't. I am a Christian. Plan on staying Christian. I've walked through many paths in my past. At one time I was pagan, not Christian. So, yeah, that's it, folks. A little perturbed about that. Just sick of all the crap going on today. Okay? Apparently the post office is having real issues. I have a customer who can't seem to find the package that was delivered to them. And I've done everything but go to their home to show them how to do it. There are things that you can do when you have tracking numbers. I'm going to give the folks a heads up. If there's a tracking number and you find it says it was delivered to your home and it's not there, you go to your post office, you give them that tracking number, they do a geo search and they locate exactly where it's at. Many times it's been delivered. Many times it's still in the postal carrier's truck and or the post office stuck somewhere. That's why you do a geo search. So if you're missing a box, package, but it says it was delivered, call your local post office, give them the tracking number, have them do a geo search. Takes less than 20 minutes tops. One did take me an hour, and that was that package. But like I said, I had just gotten out of town when they called and told me, yeah, it's here in the post office. So, just a heads up for those of you, when you see that you've gotten a package and it hasn't come, there is something you have to do on your end. Even though I tried to do something on my end with the post office, it has to be initiated in the person who received the package's local area for them to initiate the geo search, since it's already gone out of our area. So, how's everybody doing? Having a great time? I hope you guys, if you are interested in purchasing fabric, I hope that you will join Cheryl Boltz Bags and Fabrics. I think that's the name of it. I'll leave the link down below on Facebook. She has quite a terrific grouping of fabrics, and basically the way that it does is she'll show the fabric pictures of it, and you'll say, I want 2 yards please, with your email address. Then you make sure she and her daughter have your address and telephone number, you know, all that stuff, so that if they need to get a hold of you, they can, and also so they can invoice you. And they're basically, you're pre-ordering fabric with this, so that although once she gets Boltz in, you should be able to order directly, and she should be able to get it cut and on its way. But she has some gorgeous fabrics. Check it out. Join, you know, if you want some great fabrics at some great prices. I've seen some that a little higher than I would normally pay. However, it seems to be sort of close to the going rate now that everything is scarce. Is the best way I can put it. There are certain fabrics that I can't get at all. I had ordered some fabrics from Beautiful Quilts 12 weeks ago. Let me get it and I'll show you it. Okay, I'm back with it. I had initially ordered some of this for some of my healthcare workers for masks. And then I ordered the pigs when pigs fly, just because I wanted it for bags later on. I did order some of this, and it's wolves. Wolves are one of my spirit animals, and I absolutely adore them. Along with kitty cats. Who doesn't love a kitty cat? And then I had gotten these because I thought these zebras were awful wild. and I absolutely love that print. So I had purchased that, as well as this lovely giraffe print, which you can almost, it looks like you could pet it and feel it, the way that the detail in that is. So yeah, it's actually really beautiful. And this is a Beautiful Quilts is a print-on-demand company. Normally it takes about 2 weeks to get an order, but with everything that's been going on, it's been a little bit longer. So even though I had put that I wanted them for mask, because mask they were filling sooner, but yeah, it took about 12 weeks to get. What can you say? I had ordered them because I had already had requests from friends and family early on for mask. So yeah, so I gotta wash those fabrics, get them going. That's kind of it for today, but please don't send me any more religious tracts, because I'm just gonna take them to the laundromat and leave them for people there. That's all I'm gonna do with them. Yeah, I have no problem with Jewish people. Love the Jewish people. Husband and I donate on a regular basis to a certain group that helps Jewish in Israel. So, yeah, don't send me any more tracts, because I'm not real interested in reading tracts. Just not. When I was much younger, I had a woman that was my landlord, and she wrote a lot of religious tracts. She was always giving them to me to give to other people. Just not interested. Okay? Like I said, I'll leave them around for other people to find and discover. But you kind of wasted your, was it 45 cents now, or 50 cents? Yeah, 50 cents to mail that to me. But carry on. Have a great life. And I just realized I had never sent the box off that I'd planned on sending to Sylvia of Tabitha's Treasures. I don't know what happened. Maybe COVID happened. I don't know. But I've got to get that box ready to go to her so that she can get some of those things, into the donation pile. But yeah, other than that, if you're part of the prayer shawl in our local area, I will be at the church June I think it's the 3rd, is the first Wednesday. I will be at the church with the pastor from about probably 11:30 to 1:30, so that if you need to come by and get yarn, you can get yarn. Or if you want to bring your items so that you don't have them piling up in your home, you can bring those. But otherwise, check out Cheryl's fabric group. Join it if you're looking for fabric. She has some great fabrics, absolutely stunning fabrics. So I'll leave that link down below for you. And everybody have a great day. And remember, practice kindness. Not only that, but pray for our leaders, and pray for Minneapolis, because it's getting ugly there. And the sad thing is, this neighborhood will never ever be the same, and it most likely will never come back. Kind of like the Watts riot. Watts has never recovered. The area of Baltimore that had those big riots has never recovered. And the sad thing is, people in the neighborhoods are the ones that suffer for it. I will say that I do believe this was straight up murder. And I don't know if any of you have listened to Trey Grouty. Grouty. His name's hard to say. But he is absolutely right. it is time to sit down and have a big talk. Clean out some of these police departments where you have a lot of people, like these 4 officers. They had all kinds of reprimands. There was a case where Amy Klobuchar could have actually charged the police officer that killed George Floyd, and got him out of the department, and didn't. So I know it's not moving fast enough for people, but I understand why they're trying to take their time. They want to get every bit of evidence so that they can prosecute these guys to the fullest and make those charges stick. Like what they did in Baltimore with Freddie Gray. They moved too fast. They didn't get quite all the documentation and all the information they absolutely needed. So those guys walked. But yeah, these 4, and I can't even say police officers because they demean good, upstanding police officers. These 4 men that did this should have never been allowed to roam the streets as officers of the law. And that's all I'm going to say. They should have been gotten rid of a long time ago. So pray for the people in Minneapolis. Pray for George's family and his fiance, girlfriend. And for goodness sake, stop rioting and looting. That does no good for your neighborhood. And it kind of brings a lot of people lose empathy when they see that. And I actually think that those that have been looting and setting fires should be prosecuted. What they did was stupid and wrong, and they were no different than the police officers that killed George. So that's it. That's my say. Bye.